Welcome back. Former Prasa CEO Lucky Montana says the link to former President Jacob Zuma always intrigued him as he wasn't even appointed by him. Montana is back at the state capture inquiry. Khayelihle Khumalo is following proceedings for us today. He joins us now live. So Lucky Montana has denied that he was captured by former President Jacob Zuma. Tell us more.
Well, that's right, Shahan. So he has been really at pains to state in no uncertain terms that he was not captured by former President Jacob Zuma. So he says there was quite a massive links that were written about him in the media and vehemently denied all those claims. But also he went as far as really just protecting a lot of things that he was doing for Prasa. And Mr. Montana also just at the very center of the issues that he has been defending today is the contracts that Prasa signed with Prodigy to offer training to the workers at Prasa. But the controversy about that contract is about 300 workers were earmarked to benefit, but then subsequently about 3,000 people received the training. So now the issue that is still the subject of investigation from the side of the inquiries to establish as to, how did the training really go, especially because there are still a lot of questions that are still needed to be answered to that effect. But once again, Shahan, let's listen to Mr. Montana.
By, for example, worksmen, they tried to link some of us to President Zuma. They say no, even Mr. Molefe, when he was sitting there, you actually said in this evidence, part of state captures that people are appointed to serve particular interests. And you know what was my post on Twitter, Chair? I said, well, I was appointed by under the cabinet of President Mbeki. I was appointed in 2007 as a CEO of the South African Rail Commuter Corporation. Am I captured by President Mbeki?
So Montana also defending the work he did at Prasa and insisting he wasn't a Gupta stooge.
Well, that's right, Shahan. So he says, in fact, he resisted all the attempts by the Gupta family to try and capture one of the very central entities in South Africa responsible for passenger rail agency, of course, in terms of the context of transport system in the country, but also citing one of their prestige projects, where there is a manufacturing plant for the train here in Ekurhuleni by Nigel, saying it's one of the proud projects that he left behind just for South Africa to have such a capability, but also talking about the employees who are still talking to him from Prasa, saying notwithstanding all the challenges that they still do face, but he left them a very good company, and there are still some challenges, but he really tried his best to turn around this key entity. So once again, Shahan, let's take a listen to him.
For me, that's what was that's what made me wake up and look forward to going to work at Prasa, because I knew that my employees, when I came here, Chair, on Friday, the messages they sent to me, some of them were saying, Noma bangatini, whatever they say. We've got a permanent job, we've got a roof over our heads for the first time because you fought for us in that business. So, Chair, I think maybe anomalies, there'll always be. Contradictions are a source of development. We shouldn't be afraid of that.